Welcome back, flight fans. September, and we're flying up to Port Moody and back. 40-minute flight. It's a beautiful day for flying today. And I've got 3 cameras going, and I'm going to be doing fairly quick cuts in between them. I'm a little light in the nose. I can feel that somehow. But here we go. Well, we've turned north and we're heading up towards the Fraser River and the North Shore Mountains. I'm climbing nice and steadily at about 300 feet per minute, doing about 60 miles an hour. Well, now you can see quite clearly this is the Fraser River and Port Mann Bridge. Guildford Town Centre on the left, just below the camera. And the 152nd interchange, just to the right. And I'm just about 3 miles from Pitt Meadows Airport, and so I'm keeping an eye over there to look at Pitt Meadows Airport, make sure there's nothing coming at me. I'm also listening to their radio. We're getting up around 2,000 feet now. One of the things I'm always doing is keeping an eye out for places that I could land in the case of an engine failure or something like that. And it's amazing because, as you can see from the takeoff, this plane will take off and land in about 300 feet. as an absolutely normal course of events. And you can see a playground just in front of us there. Another one just underneath the wheel. Another one just off to the nose. So there's always plenty of places to land. It's when you get high up into the mountains that you may have a problem. Just doing another quick adjustment to the trim on the aircraft, which helps me to fly it without putting any input in the stick. And it's a little bit breezy and a little bumpy, not bad at all. And I don't have any doors on today, as you can see, which gives a nice view out the side curtains. Here's Port Moody coming up. And directly in front of us, those are great big sulfur piles, and that's one of the products that's made as a result of the refinery that's just to the left. Port Moody is one of the very first capitals of Canada, and was the terminus of the Transcontinental Railway when it was originally built. And this is Burrard Inlet, which runs all the way in from the ocean, from the Salish Sea. And has two bridges on it. Just after 4 p.m. and we're coming up on Deep Cove, and you can see the valley going off to the left, and that heads all the way up to Squamish. It curves up around and then comes out just by the Chieftain up in Squamish. And that's Vancouver in the haze to the left. The mountains are so impressive, aren't they? I just love this place. It's such a cool place. That's a good shot, looking all the way down towards Vancouver and Point Grey. And I'm just pulling out the map to have a look at the frequencies for Vancouver Airport, so I can tune into the Harbour Airport Tower and just listen to what's going on there. Deep Cove directly in front of us, that's the little village. So the mountain on the right is Seymour Mountain. There is some ski resorts up at the top. and the nose is just passing the second Narrows, or Iron Workers Memorial Bridge. You can see it up ahead. Now we're just about a mile and a half, 2 miles from Grouse Mountain. We've passed the Iron Workers Bridge, and I looked at my time, and it's too late for me to go all the way out to Sechelt today, but I feel really comfortable in the plane. You can see that the Iron Workers bridge is just out of the frame on our left, and you can see the highway as it comes up the cut, and we're gonna be turning about now. And have a look at the beautiful valleys. You can see how people that live here know how remote the community is, but visitors from other countries will come in and they'll climb up the grouse grind and take a few steps off the path, and they can become so hopelessly lost. Just look at this beautiful country. This enormous valley. Next time I come up this way, I'm going to go up into Capilano Canyon and have a look at the Capilano River. So we're heading on back down. We're at 3,900 feet. Kind of amazing, isn't it? And here I've actually begun to descend very slightly, and the speed goes way up when I do that. Now again, Simon Fraser University, right in front of us. I say we're at almost 3,500 feet, so pretty high up. And again, you can see Port Moody, Coquitlam, Burnaby on the right. Further down, Pitt Meadows. You can just make out the Port Mann Bridge. What an incredible joy. I've begun descending so I can get down below 2,500 feet before I get to the Port Mann Bridge. And of course, when you push the nose forward on an aircraft, it accelerates. So you have to back off the power a little bit. So it's a little bit quieter. And we're doing pretty good speed. Wow. I just love flying. It's the nicest. It's so neat. I'll just put a little bit of trim in to keep the nose down. 50 miles an hour. Yes, we're doing 60. And I'm heading more directly towards the airfield. Pitt Meadows is just on the other side of that island to our left. So I'm well out of their air zone. Nothing to worry about there. It's kind of a neat looking bridge, isn't it? You can see the airport just past the island if you look carefully. It's hard to make it out, and that's the funny thing about flying. Things take on a completely different perspective. You get some idea how complex the interchange is below us. All these bridges and ramps. No wonder it took 4.5 years to build it. The Barnett Highway moving off, meandering down the shoreline. It is kind of neat. We're still at just over 2,000 feet. The airfield is directly in front of us. I can just make out the greenhouse as a little white spot almost directly in front of us, just slightly to the left. And that's 148th Avenue that we're over right now. And 152nd is just to the left. and that runs right down in front of the airfield. So if you follow it down, you can see the white spot just below the horizon, and that's the greenhouse where the airfield, next door to the airfield. I'm descending pretty steadily. Still doing 70 miles an hour on the airspeed indicator. There I am, hands off. Just wanted to see what happens if I take my hand completely off the controls, and it flies pretty well. Just enjoying the beautiful weather. There's another landing field, or as other people like to call them, golf courses. Now I'm beginning to make out the hangars and the little clump of trees to the west, to the south of the airfield. And now the greenhouse is becoming pretty obvious. Putting in a little bit nose down to get the pressure off the stick. And we're doing about 70 miles an hour. I'm just going to turn now so that I can cross over above the Renegade Flyers RC Club. They like us to fly over at 500 feet so that if there's somebody with a plane in the air, they know to land it until we come in to land. I'll replay the landing from a different angle so that you can see what it looks like. And here it is from the cockpit. Now I'm putting in the full flaperons, and what it does is it pumps the nose up, and I catch a little bit of a lift right here. Oh, not to worry. Well, that was a lovely flight. Subscribe and like if you like. I'll be posting regular videos. In fact, there's another one coming from today, September the 7th. Bye for now.